is the father. He's rich and he has a daughter. The need is to have the fine things in life, luxury items and a luxury life. The goal is, in order for him to have that, his daughter has to be killed. The search is, the father tries to get an ancient Tahitian relic that can break the spell that is over his daughter, or can kill her. Then find is the father finds a monk that helps him to go to the Tahitian monastery to get this relic. The take is when he exposes his secret, the father, when he exposes his secret, then he lost what he had, like his life, the life.
So he has to give up the wealth and the...
Yeah, it's kind of, so the story is about, it's kind of like, so the father got what he has. He's Peter Brooks, I give him a name, who seems to have everything. The congregation of the Black Crow is, they worship the devil and so on, so somehow he has, is under a spell, like he made a deal with them, so he can have all this luxury life, but then in exchange he should give them his daughter. And then he agreed with that. What happened, like he had to give his daughter at a certain age. And then when his daughter goes to the congregation, then he learns that they're gonna sacrifice her. And that's when he comes to this point, like, no, I don't want to my daughter to die in order for me to have this. And then when he cannot, rebels against the congregation of the Black Crow, and he tries to save his daughter. So that's why what I'm saying, like, he's losing his life, he's losing all the luxury things, like everything disappears.
Yeah.
Because, and then the return is, after losing everything, he fights. So in the way he's with this monk, trying to get to this monastery, they're fighting against members of the congregation. They're trying to stop them, because with this relic, he can fight the main, the mayor of the congregation and defeat them, and the congregation will stop. So when he reveals himself, somehow he forgot about his life. So he could not remember who he was when he was a child. And then when his true self reveals, then he realized that he was a child in New York. He was trained by a monk that was coming from this
so it was there,
monk.
yeah.
So he was coming from the same, somehow he forgot his past. And then it reveals like he's like this light spirit,
yeah?
If it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and then the change is that, like, the change comes when the father accepts his real being, of he being a person, a spirit of fighting and doing good things, kind of way. And then he's fighting the congregation. And
awesome.
so
that's great. There's loads of lovely, I really can see the sort of Tibetan, like going to that place and all the imagery and all of those kind of things. It leads very nicely into something we're going to look at in a moment, like in terms of he was always destined to become this person. It was always there. And so there's loads to play with in the timing of where we start telling the story from, to introduce those ideas. There's a English film called Kill List, that is, it's not, but sort of, there's kind of a bit of pagan, devil-y stuff going on in there, and there's a whole, it's like this guy is being led on a journey and he doesn't quite know where he's going, and it all gets revealed, and involving his family and all of this is quite interesting. It just might be worth looking at. And I was going to say to you, Enna, you might have read it. There's a book called The Power.
I haven't.
I haven't read it either, although it's on it's on the pile of books that my partner leaves on my bedside table, so you have to read this one. Many people have said to me that it's a really good...
Power.
It's called The Power.
I don't know what it is about.
It's about... So, it's... I think... I'm saying this right. Someone told me the plot several years ago now, but I think it's that well, basically women develop this power. I think
It's
it's
fictional.
yeah, it's a novel, but it's that. I'm worried that I've just made this last bit up. But they develop a power. I think it's when they orgasm, they generate electricity, so they can kill people. Okay. So it shifts the balance of power. So suddenly women become the stronger sex, and it upends the world.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Or maybe I've just invented
like,
that.
Like, you know when Tony gave us to read, what was the name of it?
Which one?
You know that he gave us these books.
Yeah, I've been reading most of them. Yeah. Which one?
The blue ones, we got all the same.
They go on a holiday trip to us. There is a huge fire. One of the militaries actually is trying to stop them from dealing with weapons. Dick's Union
Or loses vision forever.
loses vision forever. They go back. They went back to the cave. They are extremely old, broken and tired.
Lovely. Great. Jamie?
A crazy rich man to become a king or queen on a voyage to the edge of the earth. A secret military base is based there, dealing weapons illegally. Finds the lost treasure of Acapulco. They lost a leg. They are resting outside their old
That was the
school.
one I was laughing.
The city is destroyed and they're alone. Oh, and he's alone there.
Amazing. Anna?
The Joker wants to fall in love.
Ah.
And needs to go to an island in Thailand, convenient, and meets an evil wizard. And Joker achieves in ruling the world, but his family is murdered, and he returns back to Orlando. And now he has confidence to speak to a crowd of people.
Beautiful. I think we should send that straight to Hollywood. That's the Joker sequel. So, a disabled little girl needs to save humanity from an invasion from outer space. She goes to Stratford Centre. She gets kidnapped. She discovers buried treasure. This military? Oh.
This military
Dies. They return back to the Vatican. Nobody looks the same. They changed gender and physicality. Again, that's amazing.